Good morning, children. Welcome back on your science online classes. Yes, in the previous class, we had studied about the physical change as well as I gave the notes of the previous lesson, that is, acid, bases, and the salt. I hope everyone had noted down in their fair copy. I hope you had understood about the physical change, and I gave few example also. Now today we are going to learn about the chemical change. What is a chemical change? So a chemical change, it is a irreversible change. It cannot be reversed back. And this new substance is formed. Yes, a chemical change is a process in which a new substance gets changed. And chemical change occurs whenever compounds are either formed or decomposed. During a chemical change, chemical reaction take place, and in this the rearrangement of atoms of the substance that makes a new product with the totally different properties. A chemical change is a permanent change, and that's why it is called as an irreversible change. For example, for that I will give you one example. Take one paper and burn it. What you will observe, after burning, the paper will change into the ashes. Can the ashes converted into a again paper? No, not yet possible. Why? Because it is a chemical, already it is burned and it is converted into the ashes form. So it is a which type of change? It is a chemical change. Burning of a log. If you will burn a log of a wood, then what will happen? It will burn and it will change into the ashes form. And can the ash will convert again into the log of wood? No, not possible. Why? Because it is a irreversible process. So irreversible process means it cannot be reversed back. So under the chemical change, the chemical reaction take place. Now we will study about the characteristics of chemical reactions. What are the various characteristics undergoes during the chemical reaction? A chemical change generally involves change in the color, state, temperature and energy with the production or the loss of a heat. For example, the burning of a paper. If you will burn the paper, what you will observe? You will observe that heat and the light are produced. For example, when you will burst a cracker, when you will burn the crackers, what you will observe? In that, gases produce and it pollutes the environment. And in some chemical reaction in the laboratory, when you will go in the higher classes in the lab, you will do some experiment. Okay, so in that, what the formation of precipitates can be done. So the decomposition of organic matter. Example: rotting a food is also example of a chemical change. So these are the known as a characteristics of chemical reaction. So this chemical reaction we will learn one by one in the detail. So in this video we will learn about the characteristics of chemical reaction. So under the characteristics of chemical reactions, there are the five process we can see. That first one is the evolution of gas. When the chemical reaction take place, either the evolution of gas take place. Second, maybe the change of the color. Third, third characteristic, formation of precipitate. Or the fourth one, change in the energy. Change in the energy means under this we can see two type of changes. That one is a exothermic and another one is a endothermic. Exothermic reactions means in this the heat is given out, heat is released, and endothermic reactions means when the chemical reaction take place, in that heat is absorbed. that is called as a endo. Endo means absorbing, exo means releasing. So, change in energy, that two types of reaction take place. One is a exothermic and another one is a endothermic reaction. And the last characteristics of chemical reactions, that is a change of the state. So these are the five characteristics of the chemical reactions. When the chemical reaction take place, these five characteristics can be seen. Either the evolution of gas, either the change of color, either the formation of precipitate, either the change in the energy, or either change in the state. Okay, now let's go for the evolution of a gas. Evolution of a gas. Yes, when one of the reaction of a chemical reaction is in a liquid form or solution form. Yes, there is a appearance of brisk eversion in the liquid or the gases is evolved on mixing. The gas can be identified by testing it. The evolution of gas in a chemical reaction is shown by putting an arrow pointing upwards. For example, For example, take a zinc granules and add that zinc granules to the dilute sulfuric acid. What you will observe that the some vapor like a vapor like a vapor like a substance will release from the test tube. Means that is a hydrogen gas. Hydrogen gas, and hydrogen gas is released with the bubbles. So how can you test whether the vapors which come out from the test tube it is a hydrogen gas or not? So bring the matchstick near the test tube. What you will observe? The matchstick extinguishes with a pop sound. So from this we can understood that the chemical reaction involved is given below, and the vapors which is released from the test tube is the hydrogen gas. So how can we present that chemical reactions? By the formula we can present. Yes, Zn plus dilute sulfuric. Zn means zinc granules. If zinc granule is added with the sulfuric acid H2SO4, what is formed? Zinc sulfate ZnSO4 and H2 gas is released. When zinc is added to the sulfuric acid, from that hydrogen, mainly hydrogen gas is released and that zinc sulfate is formed. So in this characteristic what we had studied? We had studied that the evolution of gases take place under the chemical reaction. Now the second characteristic, change of a color. Change of a color. The product formed during a chemical reaction may have a different color that of the reactants. Therefore, in such case, change of a color accompanied a chemical reaction. Yes, when the chemical reaction take place, maybe the color changes. For example, take a copper carbonate CuCO3, and this copper carbonate it is a green in color, and heat it strongly. Yes, after heating what you will observe, a black residue of copper oxide will left out. Okay, and that green copper carbonate will change into the copper oxide. So there is a change in the color. So and after that what is released? Carbon dioxide is released. So in this gas is also releasing and the color is also changing. Now we will move to the next characteristic, that is about the formation of precipitate. Yes, formation of precipitate. When two reactants of a chemical reactions are in solution form and react in insoluble substance, then precipitate will be formed. The precipitate, being heavier, settle down at the bottom of the test tube. For example, when an aqueous solution of a sodium chloride, aqueous solution means it is a liquid form. When an aqueous solution of a sodium chloride is mixed with a silver nitrate, a white precipitate means insoluble particles of a silver chloride is formed. See the reaction, how you will represent in the reaction form. NaCl is the sodium chloride, and when it is reacting with the silver nitrate formula is AgNO3. What it forms? Silver chloride it is formed, AgCl. And what is released? Along with that, sodium nitrate is released. So in this, formation of precipitate will take place. Now next characteristic is about change in the energy. Yes, when the chemical reaction take place, in this either the release of energy take place or the absorption of release of energy, heat energy, or the absorption of heat energy take place. So on the basis of energy changes, chemical reactions are of two types: exothermic reaction and endothermic reaction. Exothermic reaction means in this chemical reaction, heat is released out. Heat is released out. That's why it is called exothermic reaction. Release of a heat is shown by writing a plus heat on the right hand side of the equation. For example, when coal burns in a air, when a coal is in the carbon form, coke is in the carbon form, coal is in the carbon form. So when the coal is burned with the oxygen, what you will form? What you will get? You will get a carbon dioxide plus a heat. Carbon dioxide in the gaseous form, and heat is released. So it is a which type of reaction? It is a exothermic reaction, because in this heat is released. Now the next one is an endothermic reaction. When the chemical reaction take place, in this heat is absorbed. That's why it is called as a endothermic reaction. Absorption of heat is shown by writing a plus heat on the left hand side of the equation, or minus heat, negative heat, on the right hand side of the equation. For example, when a carbon and sulfur are heated, they react to form a carbon disulfide. In this, what happens? In this, heat energy is absorbed. So it is which type of reaction? It is a endothermic reaction. In this, heat is absorbed. Now we will move to the next characteristic, that is the last one, change of a state. In this chemical reaction, the physical state of reactants and the products may change. The change of a state is represented by writing the symbol of a physical state beside the formula of a name of the reactants and the product. For example, when hydrogen gas burns in the presence of oxygen, water is formed. Hydrogen to H2 plus O2. H2 plus O2, when it combines, what it forms? It forms a water, H2O. H2O is the chemical formula of water. So this is about about the characteristics of the chemical reaction. This is about the characteristics of a chemical reaction. So what we had studied today? We had studied about the chemical change. Chemical change, characteristics of a chemical change. What is a chemical change? Chemical change, it is a irreversible changes. In this, a new substance are formed. It cannot be reversed back. In this, new substance is formed. And in this, the substance may either form or it will be decomposed. And under the chemical change, that chemical reaction take place, and the various characteristics of the chemical reaction we studied is: First one, evolution of the gas. Second, change of the color. Third characteristic, formation of precipitate. Fourth characteristic, changes in energy. Under that we had studied two type of reaction, exothermic reaction and endothermic reaction. Exothermic means in this heat energy is released, that is called as a exo, released. And endothermic reaction means under this chemical reaction heat is absorbed, that's why it is called as a endothermic reaction. And the last characteristic studied is change of a state. So I think it is clear to you people. Keeps on a learning. And the down that syllabus for class 7th I had given for midterm exam. Now this month you had exam, so 4 lessons will be coming. Lesson 1, food nutrition in plant. Lesson 2, food nutrition in animal. Third lesson, animal fiber and fabric. And the last one is a acid, bases and the salt. So this 4 lesson will be coming in your pre-midterm exam. So I hope it is whatever I taught today, it is clear to you people. Keeps on learning. Thank you.